I was on the streets out here in Arizona. I was running a gun, doing my thing. My mom, she went to prison. My grandmother died, so I was living on the streets out here at the age of like 17. My dad, I called him. I was tired of living on the streets. I called him, and my dad and I, we really didn't have a relationship growing up. I only seen him every once in a while, but I called him. He flew me out to Tennessee, and he pretty much said, "You have 3 weeks." To get a job, get your own place, and get the fuck out of here because I got my own things going. And he had that mindset because he knew what I was doing out here, and he had 2 little girls, my sisters, at home. He didn't want me to bring that into his household. Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Patrick Legenzoff. I am the Sober Investor. I do got my hands in quite a few different pots. The house that we're standing in front of is actually a part of another thing that I'm a part of. I am the founder of a 501c3 nonprofit called Soul Revival Inc. And what that nonprofit does is pretty much tries to help out anybody in a less fortunate situation. So we accept, of course, we accept cash as donations, but we accept furniture, food, clothes, hygiene, anything that can help out somebody in a situation. We want to be able to provide that for somebody. So with me being in real estate, with my real estate license, I put the word out to my investor friends, wholesalers, agents, investors, like, hey, if you buy a house and they happen to have left some of the furniture behind, please give me a call. My crew will come and pick it up and take it out for you, get rid of it, and then we can give you a donation slip for your taxes for the donations. This house that is behind me right now, it was actually built in the 1960s, and this is kind of crazy. We're about to step into a time machine. It looks like this house hasn't been touched since 1970s, 1980s. It's really an old school style on the inside. I think the microwave and stove are still from the 1960s. I can't wait to show you guys what's inside. So like I said, this house was built in the 1960s, and it is a straight time machine. I feel like I'm walking into the 1980s. Walking through the kitchen, you see a microwave like this, and it looks like it's from the 1960s. And then we got these cool colors of this General Electric automatic oven. Thing looks like it was from the 1960s. But we're always grateful for the opportunities where somebody can donate items for families, for the less fortunate. We come in, if the items are not in the best shape, we actually hire people. We hire the homeless, we hire ex-felons, we hire people that are trying to better their lives, they can't get jobs elsewhere. We'll hire them, give them a new opportunity. And some of the furniture that we get, that we have them sanded, we have them painted. We have them clean some of the furniture, and then we can either give it to a family in need, or potentially we want to open up a thrift store, like secondhand store, and then we can start selling it, so we can start paying some of these guys. Right now they're volunteering. We do pay some, but it's always a great opportunity. We try to help as many people as we can in the community. And this house actually came from Mr. Zach Ventures. He's been our hugest supporter, and we really appreciate him, and we appreciate it. All right, y'all, so there is an upstairs in this property, and it's kind of crazy. Through this door is a spiral staircase that goes up to its own floor. And again, this is probably the most updated portion of this house, except the bathroom. Welcome back to the 1980s. Look at it, it's a jacuzzi tub, but check out that tile work, man. That looks tedious if they had to do that hand one by one. And then you got the glass, old school, everything matching. Man, I wonder how much it's going to cost to update this. All right, y'all, so this property, again, it was built in 1964. It's actually going to be a 3-4, so 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and it actually comes with a beautiful pool. You can jump from the ledge. You have a little own entrance into the master bedroom upstairs. Said again, time machine. This house, you could see that a nice family lived here. It looks like it could have been my grandmother's house. Some of the stuff is a little dated, but that's okay because anybody and everybody can use these items. So we're going to do our best to refinish, refine, clean, and get these into a home that can use some of this Victorian look and stuff. But it's amazing that somebody called on our program, our 501c3 nonprofit. They thought about us to get this stuff and donate it to a family, and I'm really appreciative of these things. It was delicious grape soda.
Wait, do these ones. These are better.
Oh. So the doors open at 2:45.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It's exhausting for him too because he's constantly working. That's something that we used to argue about is his time. He needed to learn how to manage his time. But during the weekdays, he's extremely busy. He's on the phone. He's gone. He's having meetings. He's meeting people. But the weekends, I get his time.
Let's go!
I was on the streets out here in Arizona. I was running a gun, doing my thing. My mom, she went to prison. My grandmother died, so I was living on the streets out here at the age of like 17. My dad, I called him. I was tired of living on the streets. I called him, and my dad and I, we really didn't have a relationship growing up. I only seen him every once in a while, but I called him. He flew me out to Tennessee, and he pretty much said, "You have 3 weeks to get a job, get your own place, and get the fuck out of here because I got my own things going." And he had that mindset because he knew what I was doing out here, and he had 2 little girls, my sisters, at home. He didn't want me to bring that into his household. And the first thing he taught me was to be a server. And he was just like, "I'm going to get you this serving job, and you're going to learn." I started as an SA, which is a server assistant at a really fancy restaurant called the Towers or something like that. And so I got to see the other server, and I got to be his back server, kind of his busser. But he told me, "I'm going to teach you this trait because you can take it with you anywhere you go." And so I've been able to take that trait, and it took me to so many places, and I've met so many amazing people, and it truly is. You can take that to any state, probably any country. You can take that anywhere, and it teaches you, like you said, it teaches you the customer service. It teaches you how to deal with people. It teaches you selling the meal of the night or the drink of the day. It teaches you how to deal with certain personalities and how to maneuver around those situations, which I'm forever grateful for that trait.